and welcome. We're about to start my video tutorial, 7 amazing CoverGirl products to get this look that I have on today. Stay tuned, thanks for tuning in. Alright, let's get started. The first product in my lineup is this CoverGirl Smoothers Eye Concealer, and this is one of my all-time favorites. I have been buying this since it came out on the market. I get the there's pale, light, medium, dark. I think this is the pale. No, it's the light. I'm sorry, it's one shade up. Okay, and this is, I can't tell you. Other than the Maybelline Age Rewind, I think this is my all-time favorite concealer. And today, I'm gonna put a little here on my psoriasis, which is so getting better with this new medicine that I'm on. But this concealer, I think hands down is my all-time fave because it blends effortlessly, and it's one of the only ones that's actually truly close to my skin color. Okay, now I always put on the concealer first, and then I just push it down into my nose where I have little broken capillaries. Then that can determine how much foundation that I want to wear. But today I'm going to use another favorite product. I have two favorite foundations, but number one being the Smoothers Concealer, and these two, and I'm going to put them both as number 2, but these two, both the oil-free, because I don't necessarily love the Noxzema fragrance in the regular, and I do have oily skin, but this is not very drying. It's not cakey, not drying, it doesn't pull. And I also love the Clean, which is in that same oil-free line. I also love their, is it their BB or CC cream? And they both work great. This one is a little lighter. I'm gonna go with the BB cream today because it's really hot and humid here today in Chicago. And look at that, it's so perfect. This shade, I think of all the makeup lines, and I've tried them all, L'Oreal, of all the drugstore makeup lines, CoverGirl for me gets my skin complexion with the names of their CoverGirl and Revlon. Always, I never have to mix my foundations. They're pretty spot on, but I've had trouble with L'Oreal and Maybelline, obviously, as I showed you the other day. But this goes on nice and matte, but yet it doesn't feel at all heavy on your skin, at all. It does not feel heavy. It doesn't drag. And it's just a nice little mattifying but yet not drying BB cream, and it's rated really high. I think it has like 5 stars at Ulta. Okay, so then I'm just gonna go over my dark circles one more time with the same Smoothers Concealer, and I love, love, love. I'll be buying this forever because I love it so much. Put the cute little lid back on. And I wear glasses, so my under eyes get magnified, so I really want to make sure that those circles aren't showing. And since I've been using the Boom Silk, and I don't even hardly use an eye cream anymore, I've been just putting that Boom Silk, and it has puffed up my lines, and I am just so happy with the results with that cream. Okay, so now that the BB cream is on, I am going to use a little bit of the CoverGirl Clean Pressed Powder. And all I do is really, I cover here where I have my little psoriasis patch, and I want the, I don't want that makeup to come off, and maybe just a little bit around my nose, on top of my nose. I don't want my cheeks to be dry. And the good thing about this is it does have an SPF. So that's just my moisturizer. Today I didn't moisturize, I just used that BB cream, and that's how great it is. It's not drying at all. So I just want to put a little powder in those areas. Now I'm going to do my brows, and unfortunately I don't have a CoverGirl brow powder, so I'm going to use my Maybelline brow definer, the one that I love that I told you about. And I'm not going to use the fibers today, and I'm not going to use the gel. I'm just going to use this brush to do a light little makeup, and this has a little powder on the end, so if you just pump it a few times, and it'll make your brows look more natural. So that's the one product I would say where Maybelline definitely outweighs CoverGirl, is that CoverGirl doesn't have as many brow makeup. Yeah, it doesn't have as many brow pencils. Just shape them, short little strokes, and then the little powder blender. Okay, eyebrows done in 2 seconds flat. Maybe 3, maybe more like 5. Okay, so, and I want you to know, because I can see it when I look in the mirror and at the camera, that I look very pale. But in the natural daylight, when I walk over to my window, this does not look as bright as it does in these professional grade lights that I have here that really show everything. When you're in the sunlight, this actually blends in and it doesn't really look pale. It looks natural and there's no line of demarcation. That's the one thing about fluorescent lights or incandescent lights. They do show everything. I guess the sun does too, but okay, so next is the eyeshadow, and they have a lot of palettes that I really love. I love this one, which is kind of like these mauvey purples. I love their one called, I think it's called Sand or Seashells, which is a lot of beiges. I love this one because it has that really nice kind of taupey shade. But my all-time favorite is this palette, and it's called Prom Queen, and I love it. Look at this green, gorgeous, and this purple and the gray. And I have a cool complexion and I look good in green eyeshadow, so I love this palette. So let's get started, and the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this shade of beigey gray and I'm gonna put that all over my lid. I'm loving these brushes that I got at CVS that I showed you in the Maybelline haul. All right. I'm gonna take a little of that gray and I'm gonna rub it with the same brush underneath my eye. Let me put this down a little more so you can see. And I'm just gonna blend that out. And that's really not that much makeup. All right, the next step that I'm gonna do is my eyeliner. And I absolutely love, second to the Maybelline Super Skinny eyeliner, which I totally am in love with, but the one thing that I love about this thin eyeliner better is the other one. It's really hard to twist up and it can break off easily if you push too hard, and this one is so solid. I love these. This one happens to be in brown, but I love the navy. I love the black. I love the khaki. There's like this beautiful khaki color, and I love that too. All right, let me just move in a little closer. So right now, before I put any more eye makeup on, I'm gonna tight line my eyes. And what I love about this is it has this little sponge applicator. So once I put that on, I could really, really blend it. And I'm going to be putting eyeshadow there, so it doesn't matter. I'm just going to tight line a little bit inside my rim. I definitely don't going to put any on the outside of my eye. It's too harsh. I know this is gross watching this, isn't it? It's hard to watch people do that. But now I feel that that's smudged in really well. But now I'm going to go over it with this gorgeous shade of purple, and I'm going to use a little bit of the green. So, okay, and I am going to press that into my eye. Okay, do the same thing on the other side. I'm just gonna press it in first and then blend. And I'm trying to get the brush and pushing it into my lash line as much as possible. And I'll be blending it all when I'm done. Right, now I'm gonna take my little crease brush and I'm gonna actually take this gorgeous shade of green and I'm gonna put that in my crease. And this seems like a lot of makeup for a daytime look, but if you have beautiful eyes, it's really not, because when we're done, we're gonna blend it all. And that's why I'm not using the dark purple in my crease, because that would be way too dramatic for daytime. All right, let me just get the basis of this on here. So hard when you wear glasses, because you need an extra mirror I have over here so I could see. I take a little more of that green. So beautiful, this color. It's like a mermaid green. It's like this sea foamy, gorgeous green. Now, I'm gonna bring the green. I don't have very much space between my crease and my eyebrow, and I don't want to get it too far up by my eyebrow, so I have to really blend it but then bring it up just a tad higher right here to my brow bone without going into that area where my eyebrow is. And you know, the secret of good makeup application is blending, blending, blending. So before you leave your house, blend it one more time. And I'm going to take this little tiny brush. I have the bigger eyeshadow brush, and I'm just gonna take that because it's smaller and I can get up into my brow area, and I'm just gonna blend that. And then I'm gonna take a little bit of the green on that slant brush, and I'm gonna start at the inside of my eye, right here, because you always want the lighter color. I have round eyes and you always want the lighter color on the inside so that your eyes move outwards. Take a little more. Very good. Now I'm going to look and make sure it blended here a little bit with my fingers. And last but not least, I'm going to take a shade from this palette, this beautiful pale white. And I'll put the names of all these eyeshadow palettes. I think this is called like Spring Meadows or Romantic Meadows, or maybe, I don't know, some sort of romance. I'm gonna take this color with my big fluffy brush. I'm not gonna use this shade because it would be too dark up by my eyebrow. So I'm just gonna take this shade and I'm just gonna place it because I don't have that much room, and I don't want it to come forward too much, because you have to remember, when you have deep set eyes, you don't need a lot of highlight on the brow. And I know a lot of makeup videos, they're like, highlight the brow, but what happens is anything that you make lighter comes forward and anything you make darker recesses. So if my brow bone is already pretty prominent, I don't want it to jut out so far that you don't see the rest of my eyes. So just, that's a very light shade, but I just place it lightly. And then what you could do, just for a little extra pop, is I have this brown CoverGirl eyeshadow, which is, I think, deep chocolate. And isn't that terrible? I'll write all the names below, but when you do when you love makeup, so many makeup places, they have different colors. And what I'll do is I'll just take a little of this chocolate and I'll just highlight that little arch, because I don't have an arch. My eyebrows kind of go straight across. So I'll make one. I'll just take that and make it, but I still don't want my brows to be too dark because it's daytime. All right, let me fluff my hair now. I need a haircut so bad. There's this place in Chicago called Art and Science, and I'm gonna call them and get a haircut. I looked them up yesterday. Okay, now we're gonna put on mascara, and I have a couple favorite CoverGirl mascaras, but let me get the one we're gonna use. Okay, so my favorite mascara at the moment in CoverGirl is the Super Sizer. This makes your lashes really long and beautiful. It washes off with soap and water, and I absolutely love it. Another one is the Professional Ultra Thick ultra thickening mascara, and it's in a red tube, and it's been out forever and ever. That's probably one of those mascaras that's been around since the 1980s, and I love that one too. It makes your lashes thick and soft. You know, older mascaras, before they came out with these new polymer and extreme volume mascaras, leave your lashes softer than the new ones, which have a lot more wax. So I'm not even gonna curl my lashes. But I love this mascara. And I'm gonna put my lashes on the top first. I love tubing mascaras too, especially in my job where sometimes you end up working extended hours. And okay, now while that top dries, I'm gonna put a little on the bottom. I know a lot of you may not wear mascara on the bottom, and I know a lot of makeup artists say don't, but I have really round, big eyes, and I like to wear a little, especially over here on these bottom ones, because they pull my eye out and give me a more almond shape. But this mascara really gives you big lashes. I like it as much as the Maybelline Luscious. This is easier to get off. The only thing that's not good about that Maybelline mascara, the Lush Lash, great, the black one that I show you in my video for Maybelline, is my lashes look so good. It's my new favorite mascara, but boy, it's hard to get off. You have to, it says it washes off with soap and water, but I have found after using it for about a month now that you need to wash your face and use soap or a washcloth first to wash your face, and most of it does come off, but then you need an eye makeup remover to get the rest off. So that's, not everyone's gonna love that feature. Okay, so now I have my lashes on. They look pretty good, I think. And I'm gonna add some blush. Now I have 3 favorite CoverGirl blushes, are these 3 right here, and I have been buying these over and over again forever and a day, and they all have a different look, but they're all the same formula. This is the CoverGirl's Cheeker bestseller Rose Silk, and it's a beautiful pinky peach shade, great for blondes, great for dark skin too, because it has a nice frosty texture, and it's a great highlighter, so it's like an all-in-one blush. This is the Natural Glow, which is so light, but I can remember being a young girl and wearing this, and it really makes you just look so naturally flushed, but not with a lot of color, which I love for, like, if you just want to go to the gym and you just want to put on mascara and this blush, you're good to go. You look good without having a lot of makeup. And this is a gorgeous shade of, I think this is Frosted Plum. And this shade, because I'm fair, gives you really naturally rosy cheeks that look so natural on my skin tone. I just, in the wintertime, this makes you look like you were out playing in the snow all day, and your face just has a beautiful frosty glow. It's not too frosty. I don't mean a frosty glow. It doesn't have a lot of metallic in it. Matter of fact, just a slight amount, whereas this one is a lot more frosty. But this is just such a gorgeous color. So I'm in love with that blush. Okay, so we're gonna have to pick one to use today. And which one should we go with? I think I'm gonna go with the Rose Silk because it's summer and it's kind of a peachy color. And my eyes are kind of the highlight today because I did put, you know, sometimes this blush here, I love when you don't have a lot of eye makeup on because it just highlights your skin. And since my eyes are done up today, and I'm actually, because I travel, I usually do bring brushes, but sometimes I don't. So I'm gonna use this chintzy little CoverGirl brush because I'm okay with that. So because this is a little frosty, I'm gonna hit it at the top, right where you'd put a highlighter, and I'm gonna work my way to the front of my cheeks, and I'm gonna swirl it again and blow off or tap off the excess. And again, I'm gonna start where you'd put a highlighter, and I'm gonna swirl it back into my cheeks. And I'm gonna kind of smile to get those cheekbones. Okay, and then I might take whatever's left on the brush and just go around into my forehead and maybe a little bit. Okay. I love that. All right, and if you want to, you could take your fingers or you could take a blending brush and blend it, but I think that's good. I think it gives you a nice natural glow. All right, so then last but not least is the lips. Now, I have a couple favorite CoverGirl lip balms and lipsticks. I love this shade of Iced Mauve. It's beautiful. And I really love these CoverGirl lip slicks. And this one is called 255, and I think it's called Tweet Sweet. And it's kind of just like a clear, has a little touch of pink, but since it's daytime and my eyes are a little dark because I did use black eyeliner or brown eyeliner, I'm just gonna use this because my cheeks are kind of frosty. And see, it just gives a light, very light pink tinge. Okay, so I'm loving this lip gloss. Let me put my glasses on. I have my, you know, I've been wearing these blue glasses all week because I'm too lazy to go get my tortoiseshell ones out of my travel bag. But, okay, what do you think? Okay, I really love this as a natural look for daytime. It's so easy to put on, and I'm going to go over those 7 products again. Product number 1 is the CoverGirl Smoothers Concealer, and this is in light medium. Number 2 product is the BB cream for oily skin, and this is in creamy natural. Number 3 product is CoverGirl eyeshadow palette in Prom Queen. Love this color. And along with that is also this champagne eye color. So I'm going to put these together as number 3. 4 is the CoverGirl Brown Thin Line Perfect Point Plus eyeliner in brown, black, or navy, whatever looks good on you. 5 is the Super Sizer Mascara, and this one is in very black. 6 are these gorgeous blushes in Iced Plum, Natural Glow, and Rose Silk. And number 7 is this gorgeous Tweet Sweet 255 lip slicks. And I love this Iced Mauve, gorgeous shade of pink. And I'll put a little on here to show you. This color is just, yeah. Make sure I don't go over my lip line, but I love that color pink. I think it's so beautiful. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and can, you know, when you're in your 50s and you're shopping for CoverGirl, makes me feel young. I don't know about you. Thanks so much for tuning in for this quick little 7 best CoverGirl makeup tutorial. Don't forget to subscribe by clicking on the button below, and you'll be sent alerts every time I upload a video. I upload videos on Saturdays and Wednesdays, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Fly safe, and thanks for tuning in.